The cleanup is underway in the resort town of Byron Bay. It was hit by flash flooding yesterday. Our reporter Adam Walters joins us live from there. Adam, the locals are saying the impact of this flooding didn't have to be so severe.
That's right, Laura. Despite the 300 millimetres of rain, it was by any definition a freakish amount of rainfall, the worst that long-standing locals have seen in Byron Bay for more than 50 years. But they say since the early 70s, nothing has been done to upgrade this town's, what they describe as this town's antiquated drainage system. And they're insisting that that's a major part of the problem, that if the drainage system had been adequate, we would not have seen the extent to which the waters were rising in the lower parts of the central business district yesterday. In this particular spot, the lowest lying area of the business district, there was a metre of flood water. It subsided overnight, and as you can see behind me now, local businesses are scrambling to clean up as soon as they can. Of course, the devastation is nowhere near the scale of that we saw in Lismore, but still, for a business community that's been suffering right through the pandemic with the impact on tourism numbers, this has been a major blow, and they're now scrambling to get their shops ready for what they hope will be the next flood of tourists during the Easter holiday break. But we're bound to see more in this argument about the responsibility for maintaining and upgrading Byron's infrastructure. Of course, its popularity as a global tourist destination has been growing over the years, and the local council here does not believe that the responsibility for maintaining the infrastructure, the roads, the drainage system, should lie with ratepayers alone. The permanent population here is simply not big enough to sustain that level of funding, and we're going to hear a lot more about the council's efforts to convince state and federal governments to come to the party. Laura.
Yeah, Adam, look, we were getting to that. We were talking to the Mayor a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, his phone cut out, but he did say that absolutely the infrastructure is just not keeping up with the popularity of the town. You know the area well. You speak about it like a true local. Is this been a long-standing frustration, and might this be the inflection point that will change that?
Well, it could be because, until now we've heard a lot of whinging about the potholes around Byron. To be honest, Laura, it's an embarrassment. People come here from all over the world and they seem to be unanimous in their opinion about Byron Bay's charm, but you can't help but sense they're bemused by the state of the infrastructure. The roads are nothing short of a disgrace. The water that's left today are in the puddles of those infamous potholes. The drainage system, according to some locals, has not been upgraded for half a century. Now, in that time, of course, Byron Bay's its fame has grown tremendously to the point where it becomes the #1 destination for young tourists, in particular from Europe and the United States and from throughout Asia. But the quality of the infrastructure just has not been keeping up with this place's enormous popularity.
Yeah, you need infrastructure as good as Bay kebabs, I reckon. Adam, we'll leave you to it. Go and get one. We'll see you soon.